Yeah, I'm back live again. For some reason, we lost connection. It probably just has to do with the fact that there are an awful lot of folks using cell phones right now. But in any event, we're in the 1st Brigade Combat Team area here at Fort Bragg. These soldiers waiting to get on the buses here. They're going to be heading to Green Ramp. As a matter of fact, I just saw what looked like a C-5 coming in over the horizon. That may be the plane they're going to be taking to Afghanistan. As you see right now, we see some family members here standing by. They spent the morning saying goodbye to their loved ones. And they also spent a lot of time loading equipment and supplies that they'll be utilizing as they head over. Again, this was a deployment that was scheduled to happen 6 months ago. These soldiers have been training for 6 months to head to Afghanistan. They knew they were going. They are not part of the discussion from the current administration that's talking about sending troops, an additional 4,000 troops to Afghanistan. And talking with the commander this morning, we're talking about 1,900 members of the 1st Brigade Combat Team. 300 of them were already over there, so this group will be joining them. They will be in Afghanistan, and some will deploy to Kosovo as well. But in talking with the commander of the unit this morning, he said the rest of his soldiers, the rest of this brigade that has not deployed, will probably end up, or as part of the discussion at least, as part of that additional 4,000 soldiers or troops that may be deployed to Afghanistan once the decision is made by President Trump. The military has already recommended it, so we're just waiting for that to happen. Again, just a very touching moment right now. As we see some folks saying goodbye. See, we talk to some folks. How you doing? Can I chat with you for 30 seconds? Who do you have going over?
My husband.
And your thoughts about him leaving?
It's upsetting.
Has he deployed in the past?
He's been over there 3 times to the country, and then he's been to Korea once.
Yeah, y'all have children?
Yeah, we have the one.
Did he or she come out today? Or?
Yeah, he's here. He's my 4-year-old son.
He's with him now?
Yeah, he's been filmed a few times by y'all.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, look, we appreciate his service, and thank you for what you have to do, because you got to hold the fort down while he's gone.
Yep, that's what we do.
You know, a lot of Americans don't understand the significance of what the family has to do once a loved one is deployed. Talk about that a little bit.
We take care of the household. We take care of all the bills. A lot of times they give you orders in the middle of a deployment. You have to pack up and move. Anything that needs to be taken care of, we're basically the bread and butter of the family. So they rely on us more than we rely on them, basically.
Well, we appreciate your husband's service, and we appreciate what you do, too.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so we've been talking to a lot of family folks out here, and got great interviews with folks. How y'all doing, sir?
Hey,
Can I chit-chat with you for 30 seconds?
Yeah, sure.
How many times have you deployed?
Actually, 0. This will be our first one. Yeah, this will be our first one, yeah.
This must be some significant other down here.
Yeah, this is my wife, Jackie.
Hey, your thoughts about heading out today?
Good. I'm excited to be able to actually do my job. I've been in for 6 years now. Haven't had the opportunity to deploy. It's always hard leaving a loved one behind, but I'm proud to serve my country, and we're going to go over there and take the fight to the enemy and bring everybody back home safe.
I think that's key, and I was talking with Sergeant Major. He said that everyone's trained, ready to go. And talk about that training. You've been doing it for 6 months or so.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind that the White Devils and Devils in general are ready to go. So,
how about for you, for him, first deployment? Your thoughts?
I just think it's important that we support them and love them, and this is what I'm trying to do.
Okay. We'll let you spend your last moments here together.
Thank you very much.
Last moment, these moments together. We're going to see you on Green Ramp when you come back.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
We'll see you there.
All right. We got some more families over here. Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all all wearing blue for any particular reason? Who's got someone deploying? You do? Who do you have?
My husband, Philip.
Philip, okay. And you had 6 months. You knew he was going to be going. What kind of special things have you done?
We went to the beach and we went home. Sorry.
I don't think most Americans understand the significance of these deployments on families, and that's why it's important that we tell them. We can't forget. We have to know. And so that's why I just wanted to chat with you for a second. We appreciate your husband's service, okay? How about you? Do you have someone as well?
My son is her husband.
Your son is her husband. Where'd you come from?
Williamsport, Maryland.
How long have you been here?
We came down yesterday.
Your thoughts as he heads off?
I'm so proud of him. Just very, very proud.
Well, again, we appreciate this service, and thank you so much as well, okay? All right. You see, again, this is very emotional for folks here at Fort Bragg as the soldiers get ready to board this bus and head off to do what they normally do. And, when we talk to soldiers, they say, hey, we're going to just do our job. But it's much more significant than that. We're talking about, and I always bring this point up as a former Army officer, and I was stationed here at Bragg, we're only talking about 1% of the United States population that actually put on the uniform and to defend this country. And so these guys in front of you here, they're airborne paratroopers. They had to volunteer to go on active duty, and then they had to volunteer again to become a paratrooper and jump out of airplanes to take the fight to the enemy. Now, they won't be jumping into Afghanistan, but they will be in harm's way. We just had 3 American soldiers killed. I think it was by inside or an Afghan force turned a weapon on soldiers. So they know this is a very dangerous place. But the other thing is, a lot of these soldiers had been there before. This is deployment 2 or 3 for some of them, so they're experienced. And in talking with a seasoned NCO this morning, he said that those of us who are seasoned, will be able to bring those who are making their first trip into combat, bring them along, and bring them back safely. So that's the hope, that's the thought, and of course that's the prayer. We're going to leave you with these soldiers as they get ready to get on this plane with Godspeed. I just also want to point out, if I didn't mention it already, that in talking with the commander of the unit, these soldiers are not part of the discussion of the additional 4,000 who will eventually possibly end up in Afghanistan as well. But the commander of the 1st Brigade combat team said the rest of his unit, those that he's leaving behind, are part of that discussion. So I just want to leave you with the thought that although half this brigade is remaining, we may see the entire 1st Brigade combat team in Afghanistan before the year ends. And we will talk with you. Watch from our reports on WREL. They'll be coming on later today.